right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again. And this is not really a video that I wanted to make. It's a video that I feel like we do need to make because I think I'm one of the only creators in the space that actually has the resources and, well, the web pages required to actually address the situation over here. What you're going to be seeing on my screen is a once public YouTube video by MrPokke called "It Was All Planned." And what you probably will notice over here is that this has one of the most diabolical dislike ratios on God's green earth, despite it's not 20 minutes ago, but the video was only live for 20 minutes. And in this situation, MrPokke talks about a new woo-wah situation that just arisen a few hours ago. And believe me when I say, well, when you take a look at the thumbnail that he had, it's a little bit stinky. And so the situation that he basically goes into in this video is, well, you don't have to take my word for it. You can just watch this really pretty well-edited intro that his editor made regarding the situation. And you'll probably know what I'm talking about.
Still need to have a login event. Why can't you just give it all immediately? Because this was part of the plan. This was all part of the plan.
So we're basically, in the first couple of minutes of the video, spreading the misinformation that Kuro already had the big compensation rewards, right? Of 10 Radiant Tides, 10 Forging Tides, and 10 Lustrous Tides already planned. And that's basically like the intro that we use, right? Let's keep playing it.
A very sour taste.
We're reading Billy comments, and essentially, right, within the first couple of minutes of the video, pushing forward this idea that Kuro's basically misleading the player base, that they're engaging in some deception, right? That they're doing all of these negative things behind the scenes, making this whole sort of ploy that they'll fuck it up and then plan those rewards later.
Then what is this?
And we look at some data leaked materials to break it all down. Basically, somebody else spreading misinformation from 2.3's development.
It's literally planned.
And that's the start of our video.
Regarding the podcast,
and then we just go through the announcement.
Wait, there we go.
We just go through the announcement. Within the first 3 minutes and 37 seconds, we don't clarify that 1, we're looking at random comments on Billy. 2, none of this information has been validated. And 3, that this might potentially be misinformation. This is instead where we validate where it might potentially be misinformation. Here, we're gonna have a clip from MrPokke clarifying at the end of this 15-minute video. We can see it's at this section over here, clarifying at the end of the video, which is filled with misinformation that we've confirmed at this point. This is what he says.
It's really insane, right? Okay, I'm gonna close off this video over here, right? Just before you end.
I'm gonna close off this video over here.
End of this video, there is a possibility that this entire thing was not pre-planned, and it was an image from the beta, and it has no relation whatsoever to do with the anniversary event. So I'm gonna end over here, right?
We start off with this super crazy intro, and we just straight up say, based off of leaked materials, that this was planned. We go through this entire situation over here as like a reaction to the apology where, again, we don't mention any misinformation or any of that, and then we just have the entire segment where we're reading Billy comments that are just straight up spreading complete misinfo. He didn't even say it was misinfo, he just said it's possible. Yeah. So he covers his bases a little bit, but only towards the end of the video. And one thing is for certain, right? We know for sure that it is misinformation based off that leaked image. It has come to our attention that certain unauthorized screenshots of the in-game page have been circulating around in the community. We have confirmed through internal review that they were illegally leaked screenshots of the work-in-progress assets from the early development stage of version 2.3's Gilded Night Market event. And if you're not familiar with the Gilded Night Market event, it's from this event, Gilded Night Market, where there are 10 limited pulls, but none of the standard stuff, none of that other stuff. It was basically just a literal placeholder. And this is the thing. This is probably the worst part about all of it. We were so eager. We were so ready as MrPokke to go ahead and jump on this opportunity to dunk on Wuwa. Right over here, you can see this is clearly a very negatively framed thumbnail. And yeah, we put a couple of question marks, but with this thumbnail and the start of that video, oh my god. And the best part about all of it, when this video was uploaded, this tweet, the official messages, right, by Wuthering Waves, you can see over here, there's a CN translated one uploaded at 6:53 my time, which was an hour before his video was uploaded. It already confirmed it was fake. And so, Pokke uploaded this video talking about and advertising straight misinformation after it was confirmed that the misinfo he was talking about, to frame it as true that it was planned, was already confirmed fake. And we only say in the last 3 minutes of the video that it might be misinfo, knowing that we have all the full details. And this is the issue, right? If you just look at MrPokke's past videos, he has just been looking for opportunities to farm the Wuthering Waves community. I can understand where he's coming from, right? He got farmed the fuck out of him for HSR's anniversary, but at this point, he's not farming it in a legitimate way. He's not farming it in a way that even like makes sense. He's literally using, instead of the facts about the anniversary and the actuals that are rooted in reality, he's looking at leaks, hypotheses, and faked situations that aren't real to drive misinfo across the community. And the thing is, he did delete this video. That is true. He did delete this video. But just look at the track record. Woo-wah, 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 woo-wah. Wuwa. Out of his last 7 videos, 5 of them have been on Wuwa and the anniversary. And let's be real here, trying to talk a little bit of shit about it. And this was kind of like the capstone of it all. And you want to know the only reason why I think he actually deleted it? Because this was what the like ratio looked like after 20 minutes. A near 50% dislike ratio after 20 minutes. Because people knew that it was fake, that it was not real, that the entire basis of this video was complete garbage. And this is the thing. When the devs themselves clarified that what's advertised in the first 30 seconds of this video is not real, why did we even upload this in the first place? Oh wait, I know why. I know the exact reason why, and you're gonna find out too, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got clips from his Twitch. This is him immediately after recording that vid.
That is sort of pretty much it. Yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys. Word of the day is gonna be, you know what it is? Join Twitch.
You always know he ends the video with the word of the day.
Join YouTube, join Discord, join TikTok, and join Twitter. All the best. Catch up, I'll see you guys in Epic 7. Alright, take it easy. Bye. Okay, editors, I want this up as soon as humanly possible. As fast as soon. I want lightning.
We know that it's potentially misinfo, that it's based off of random fucking Billy comments. We know that we're framing the game in one of the most negative ways possible by, like, you know, framing the devs as, like, manipulative as hell. Editor, I need you to upload that as soon as possible.
Lightning speed. Lightning speed.
Journey. Yeah. Need lightning speed. Look at where in his VOD this ends. 40 minutes and 55 seconds. I want you to keep a close eye on that number. 40 minutes and 55 seconds. Here's the next clip. And this is where we find out that it's potentially misinfo.
A huge busybody. Yeah, I'm very busybody because I really just don't care. But at this point, I feel like, you know, with the amount of attraction that this thing, because like Kuro is literally trending, right? I'm curious to see how this thing is gonna unfold, right? Update.
Kuro's literally trending and has all this traction, so I gotta get in on this as soon as possible, even though I don't know any of the information is right.
Have you seen this?
Can y'all stop with the misinfo already? This was a placeholder.
This was a placeholder. Can y'all stop with the misinfo? This was a placeholder.
This is probably the moment where a responsible CC would say, editor, maybe hold off. Editor, maybe we don't upload it just yet. Editor, maybe we want to wait until we have the full information here.
So is it misinfo or like what's going on, guys? So this was not supposed... It wasn't supposed to represent this.
You want to see what one of his VIP says? At this point, we need to wait for the update to see what actually is true. To see what actually is true. Wow. It turns out that in this situation, Pokke's chat is actually the voice of reason. And this is the one scenario where he should have just listened to his chat. Maybe we fucked him over. Maybe because we told him his chat has always been stupid, that now he never listens to them. And when they're in a situation where the chat is actually 100% right and super reasonable, he's not listening.
Is that it? Wait, editor, keep recording. Wait, pause. Breaking news. Breaking news. Yo, editor, edit and edit. Oh my god, this is like a fucking roller coaster. Breaking news. Apparently, this
And let's keep watching.
is like a fucking roller coaster break.
And I want you to keep a close eye. Remember when that first clip ended? Where we said, editor, get this out as fast as possible. I need a lightning speed 40, 56. And now we're over here. It's only 3 minutes later. It's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds later. And we already found out it's misinfo.
News. Apparently, this was it was just a random image, essentially, right? Like, essentially, this was a random image from last time, from a very, very long time. So, like, this was never supposed to demonstrate.
And why do we upload this video? Why do we upload this video? Why did we edit this for another 1-2 hours? Make an intro as absurdly inflammatory as this, knowing that it's potentially misinfo, and you could have just confirmed that it was misinfo. Why? Are we this eager to, like, get revenge on everybody else? Are we this eager to, like, get revenge on everybody else for farming HSR that we're gonna go to unconfirmed leaks that you've been told are potentially misinformation and still upload it with a thumbnail that looks like this? There's no way that we're saying shit like this in our community. There's no way that we're still pressing this idea that we're not trying to farm gotcha tribalism or drama slop. No way, right? Like, I still can't believe we're having this conversation right now of, like, we're above drama slop, we're above gotcha tribalism, when we're literally scraping the bottom of the barrel, that we're not even talking about what's in the patch anymore. We're talking about fake leaks that are misinfo to dog on the compensation. There's no, I can't understand it anymore. I cannot understand it anymore. How are we still doing this over and over and over again? And this is the thing that I feel like is the worst part about all of it. I think that if this video actually did okay, and that if it wasn't immediately downvoted to hell within seconds of being live, he would have kept it up.
It was all planned, question mark. It was all planned, question mark.
He's giving his editor the idea. Sorry, he's telling his editor what to make the thumbnail. And so before you go ahead and blame his editor for this, no, it was him. Keep play. There's more. This is like a Russian doll, but instead of another doll inside, it's just a giant piece of shit.
Yeah, I just titled that as a video, right? It was all planned, question mark. Me personally, I don't give a damn. All right, as long as I can slap this meme on, I'm happy, right? I don't care if it's planned or not planned or whatever, as long as I get to use this meme.
We don't care if it's misinfo or not. As long as we get to use this meme again, I'm good. If you want to use this community as an opportunity to start war with others and brigade gotcha tribalism here, you will be gone. You need to kick yourself. You need to ban yourself. You need to ban yourself from your own community immediately. What the fuck? I cannot believe this. I started recording this video. I didn't know it was this bad. It literally just got worse. With every 5 minutes I've been recording, it's actually just gotten worse. And this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. We're going ahead. We're making all of this content after, knowing it's all misinfo, uploading it after we know it's misinfo, only deleting it after it gets dislike bombed harder than, like, fucking England during World War II. It got bombed harder than fucking that. And that's the only reason why we deleted it. And this is the fucking thing. We did this again, where we're spreading misinfo, where we're making claims that aren't validated because, well, this time, let's just play the example of when he did it before. Tectone as a complete hypocrite. Because Pokey, at the whim of his chat, says in this video that Techie C6'd Arlecchino. He basically says in this video, Techie C6'd Arlecchino. Complete fact. And guess what? He provides absolutely no proof of it in this entire section. Just like we're saying that Wuwa's anniversary compensation rewards were planned with no proof at all in the video. But hey, we said it might be misinfo in the last 2 minutes. Believe me, buddy, with a dislike ratio like this, nobody made it there. If it was at 88 dislikes within 20 minutes and the video is 14 minutes and 56 seconds long, nobody made it there. Nobody made it there. Like categorically, unless they skipped over here and that was the only part they saw, nobody made it there. And this is the thing. How are we doing this again after we just hilariously fucked up? Not even hilariously, we were really fucking bad here, right? We were terrible to Tectone over here to lie about him for 13 minutes and never apologize. How are we doing it again within 2 weeks? Except, I guess this time, instead of it being towards Tectone and not apologizing, you'll just do it to, Wuthering Waves as a whole, after you've been on a streak of videos drama farming about the game. I don't think there's a problem with drama farming. I think it's okay because of course I do it all the time. I did it for HSR's anniversary. A lot of creators do it because it's good content for the channel. But how are we still going to be on this whole sort of tirade that we're like above everybody else, that we're doing all of this stuff, right? That we're going ahead, we're above drama slop and gacha tribalism, that you shouldn't brigade gacha tribalism or start war. This is literally war. This is literally war. And so we don't apologize to tech. I assume we're not going to apologize to the Wuthering Waves community either for trying to start war over some bullshit that didn't happen, that's not real. But guess what, right? We're probably not going to get one. I think the goal over here was to just delete this and then pretend it never happened. It was to delete this and then pretend it never happened and then sweep it under the rug. But that's where I come in because I had all of this shit ready to go to react to, just to take a look at, because I was wondering what the fuck this video was even about. And guess what? He deleted all of it, and it looks like he's just trying to hide the evidence. It doesn't look like he did it out of good faith. He did it to hide the evidence because this is one of the stinkiest dislike ratios I've ever seen on a video 20 minutes into its fucking launch. And when we know that he knew it was misinfo, when we know that only 5 minutes apart, right, in his VOD, he knew it was starting to become misinfo, we could have just made it more clear. And this is the thing. I don't even think this was a bad video in the first place. I just think that if he was fucking balanced around it being potentially misinformation and then he addressed the misinformation, that would have been fine because he could have made a video about the drama of the misinformation. But instead, we position ourselves on the side that it was planned, that it was true. And then we just say, we don't care.
From literally the place in Know Your Memes, I am very happy here. So let me...
Because we get to farm devs listened again, we don't care. Because we get to farm devs listened again, we don't care. And that's why we're doing all of this. But after the response that this video got and the fact that it's not there anymore, I don't think he might be able to use it anymore. I don't know. And the thing is, when we've done it in the past, we don't apologize. We do it again and we don't apologize. And we still have this holier than thou attitude when it comes to the entire situation. What are we doing here, man? Why are we still doing this? And the worst part about all of this is that I think like Pokke went ahead and he said, if Saint finds another target, then like maybe we'll start talking again. I'm not focusing on you, MrPokke. I am not focusing on you just to shit on you in every single way possible. That's not my objective here. What I'm trying to do is just identify what the fuck you're even doing, because every single take that you're making about how like self-righteous you are when it comes to gacha tribalism and drama slop is just completely contradictory to all the shit that we see on your YouTube channel and your Twitter. And it's mind-blowing to see this level of self-righteousness in the fucking space and to say that it doesn't exist and that you're doing no wrong, because you can't believe that you're doing any wrong when you never apologize for anything. And this is the thing. I know that HSR views are down. Anyone can see that HSR is actually one of the worst fucking gacha games on the planet, because clearly there's no content left in the game. 11K, 26K, 24, 11, 14. And then we start going to woo-wah. It's clear what's going on. There's no content in HSR 3.2 because the patch is actually dog shit. And I know you want revenge on the woo-wah community for clowning on that fucking patch, but it's quite clear from the viewership where your woo-wah content is doing better than your HSR content. That HSR is a way worse fucking game. That is bleeding viewership and bleeding engagement because there's nothing to do but fucking spend money in it. And it's unfortunate that we're going all as far as to just push forward these leaks. We're just pushing forward these leaks and rumors and misinfo just to make memes and farm devs listened again, and angering and aggroing the community, and then saying, yeah, my community is no gacha tribalism or drama slop allowed here, but I'm gonna do so fucking much of it, it's insane. I don't know what's going on anymore. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.